There are so many smartwatches on the market, so it's really hard to tell which one could be right for you. I've been around to look up the best budget option if it comes to smartwatches, and I found something which might be of interest. In today's video we will compare these two popular budget watches, so you might pick the option which is most suitable for you. Welcome back, it's Adam from Family Pop TV. Stay with me if you want to find out more. P22 is a budget smartwatch that's been growing in popularity since its first appearance in November 2019. It might be not the most accurate tracker, but it's not bad, especially for the price, as P22 is a stylish rectangle smartwatch that offers great value for money at less than 25 American dollars, less than 17 British pounds, and around 18 euros. Just to let you know, there are links in the video description if you're planning to get one. P22 comes in various colors such as pink, black, green, turquoise and pink gold. And it's actually sold over several different brands that depends on the country. So we got here brands such as Pop Glory, Ideal Royal, Donaton, Kalinko, Motast, Can Mixes, Iporic X, Ebikin, YDL, Huang Huang, GN, Smart Life, Hales, Georgia, Yamay, Boslin and several more brands, but they are all the same P22 watch. P22 has a premium finish, a nice weight balance, and I found it to be comfortable to wear. I'm a fan of the way this watch looks. The body is made from metal with a silver finish that makes it look like the Apple Watch. The watch has a square 1.3 inches TFT color display touchscreen with a resolution of 240 by 240 pixels. The screen does not go to the edges of the watch, so there's a large bezel around the outside. The bezel is larger along the bottom edge than the top, which impacts the design. As you can see, the watch has sensor for monitoring your heart rate, blood pressure and blood oxygen. There's also option for continuous heart rate monitoring, which will take regular measurements. Whilst the heart rate monitors seemed useful, the blood pressure and blood oxygen measurements were inconsistent, so I'd question the accuracy of these. As for the accuracy, let's see how the heart rate compares to the mid-range watch, which is Polar Vantage M2. It's slightly off. P22 shows 87 BPM, but actual heart rate is 91. Okay, let's do another test. We're gonna put Vantage M2 on dominant wrist now, just to see how it's gonna go. There it is, it fluctuates a bit, but it shows 89 BPM on P22, but the actual heart rate is 96 BPM, so it shows slightly less than the actual heart rate is. Let's do one more test just to be absolutely sure. There it is, it shows 89 BPM again, where the M2 shows 93 BPM. Slightly off, but still satisfactory. The watch also tracks your sleep, giving you a total sleeping score and breaking this down into light and deep sleep. You cannot see your sleep cycles as with the more premium smartwatches, however, it does give you a sleep score based on the Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Score, which looks at the time of sleep, how often you woke up and the deepness of sleep, same as the more recent watch discussed later in this video, the ID206. The interface of the watch is very basic, so I did not have any difficulty understanding how to use it. The watch connects to the Hero Band 3 app, which is available for both Android and iPhone. There are more than 100 different watch faces available, which can be downloaded from the app to the watch. The first download takes a few minutes, but once on the watch you can quickly switch between the various faces. Create your own customizable watch face using any photo from your smartphone. It's not possible to customize the widgets on the screen, so you need to choose a watch face that already has the widgets you are looking for. I like the default watch face best, as it clearly shows the time alongside your daily fitness goals. The notification mirroring in P22 is, to be said, a bit poor. Despite allowing all the relevant permissions and enabling notification in the smartphone app, many of you pointing out that you're still only receiving notification from a select few apps. Some of you have been struggling to get WhatsApp notifications. If you're hoping to read messages or check emails on your wrist, the P22 is not a good pick for this. You might check its competitor, the ID206, which is going to be discussed later in this video. As well as tracking your progress against daily fitness goals, the watch can track 8 specific sports. These are walking, running, cycling, skipping, swimming, badminton, basketball and football. When tracking, you'll see time, calories burned and distance traveled for each. In P22 there is no built-in GPS, but you can use GPS from your smartphone when it's connected to your P22. So is the P22 any good? If you're looking for a basic smartwatch that's comfortable to wear, tells the time and track your progress towards daily fitness goals, then this watch offers fantastic value. I was particularly impressed by the battery life, which barely changed during my week of testing. However, beyond these basic features that even a fitness tracker would have, it doesn't deliver. The notification mirroring is very poor and often misses key notifications. The music player is hidden within the menu and offers only basic controls. And without any GPS, the sports tracking feature is nothing to shout about. To get the most out of a smartwatch, I would recommend you look at something like the ID206, which isn't too much more expensive than P22, but seems to perform way better than P22 in terms of accuracy and the features. The ID206 has been released in February 2001 and it's got the Amazon's Choice badge and Amazon certified Alexa built in, and it has a microphone that you could say some quick voice commands and ask questions like "What's the weather?" and control different appliances in your home through Alexa Virtual Assistant, which makes it a very interesting option. All you need is just log into your Amazon account via the app and the Alexa is ready to use if you're connected to your phone using Bluetooth and the phone has access to internet. It's a stylish budget watch that sells for less than 50 American dollars or 50 British pounds and less than 50 euros. And if you're looking for the bargains, there's also Amazon link in this video description, so have your eyes peeled for this. ID206 recently comes in a few color options, which is pink, blue, black, white, red and green. Same as discussed earlier, P22, the ID206 is actually sold over several different brands. For example, Letscom, Jiko, Vigoran, LifeBee, Yamay, Infinite, Doogee, Latic and Yamay. But they are all the same ID206 watch inside. ID206 has a 1.7-inch TFT LCD display, which is also a little larger than some of the other more generic budget watches. For example, here is a P22 which has only 1.3-inch display, and you can see how much larger the bezels are in P22. The side of the watch is constructed of aluminium alloy, so actually the watch has a pretty sturdy construction, again surprising for this low cost. Although the back of the watch is made out of a polycarbonate plastic. We have the typical blood oxygen and heart rate monitoring and the charging contacts here. And then here's the microphone. It also feels quite comfortable and not too heavy either on the wrist, and it's thin enough. Same as P22, the ID206 has got several different customizable watch faces, and you can also find more from the companion app, and you can create your own watch face using any photo from your smartphone's camera roll. Just pick it, crop it and sync it with the watch. It has a heart rate monitoring and the SpO2 blood oxygen saturation monitoring. It doesn't have a blood pressure monitor function as discussed earlier, the P22. However, the ID206 has got a stress levels measurement, which is estimated based on your heart rate. If your heart rate is fluctuating too much, it will tell you that you're stressed. I found this feature really good and useful. The ID206 has a relax mode which guides you through deep breathing exercises to reduce potential anxiety by exercising deep diaphragmatic or abdominal breathing, allowing your lungs to expand and creating negative pressure that drives air in through the nose and mouth, filling your lungs with air. The ID206 Sports Tracking has 14 different modes, which are pretty basic, and again there's no built-in GPS, but you can use connected GPS if you have it connected to your phone and you want to rely on your phone's GPS to map your location. For Alexa feature and any detailed features of ID206, they have all been discussed and shown in our other video, which could be found on our Family Pop TV channel, so I won't go through it again. Now let's compare the sleep monitoring feature in both P22 and ID206. My wife been wearing the two of them watches for a few days for the needs of this video. That was a pretty hard job. As you can see, the results are slightly different for both watches. The best part of using both P22 or ID206 is the battery life, which lasts at least 2 weeks of intense use. You really don't have to worry about the battery for an entire 2 weeks. Manufacturer says it will last up to 40 days in standby or standalone mode, and I don't doubt that. We have conducted a short test of a heart rate accuracy between P22, ID206 and Polar Vantage M2, which has a high accuracy rate. So, in this short study, the Polar Vantage M2 heart rate monitor was used as a criterion measure in two fitness trackers, P22 and ID206. As you can see, both smartwatches accurately measure up to 80% of heartbeats at rest. Unfortunately, they are less accurate during sport activities. The conclusion? The users should avoid relying entirely on these readings to indicate exercise intensities, as these devices have a tendency to produce erroneous and extreme readings which might misinterpret the real-time exercise intensity. However, for indication only, both devices, P22 and ID206, are pretty good considering its low price. As P22 has been around for a while, which is since November 2019, is it still worth buying in 2021? The answer is yes. It still represents a really good value. With all the basic features, it also measures heart rate, SpO2, blood oxygen saturation, blood pressure, and I couldn't find anything better for such an attractive low price. However, if P22 is not enough for you, I would strongly recommend the ID206. If you enjoyed that video and found it pretty informative, please give us a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing to Family Pop TV YouTube channel. I'll see you next week. Adam, Family Pop TV.